Hey friends, I am so super grateful to have you joining us for the Young Living Rally today. So, hopefully, you guys recognize that I am your good energy person who is surrounded by the house plants that I referred to last time. But what you may notice is that my surroundings have changed a little bit. So, I'm not here to talk to you today about setting goals and chasing big things. But you guys, I would be amiss if I left out the part about how Young Living is truly helping families' dreams to become realities day after day after day. Because if it weren't for Young Living, I would not be coming to you from my fifth wheel. Our family has decided to indeed launch and chase our big family dream, which is full-time travel. And so we are so incredibly grateful that Young Living supports us and backs us and provides for us in a way that truly is allowing our family's dream to come true. So I'm here to chat with you guys, respiratory oils, but I really feel as though I would be doing you all a big disservice if I did not just confidently tell you and remind you about how incredible Young Living is at making dreams come true. Okay, so let's get back to the meat of the matter, respiratory support oils. When we joined Young Living, we were in an extreme need for respiratory support for our oldest child. He's 10 now, and so he was shortly turning 4. And so here's the deal. We use a lot of respiratory supports in our family. Every oil that I'm going to suggest to you, I am perfectly comfortable with using on little ones as well as elderly and any age in between. I'm confident in the purity of Young Living. I'm confident in the quality of their respiratory oils. We diffuse these respiratory support oils in our home where we have pets, and I confidently have applied them to my babies. Now, in addition to diffusing, I'm going to make some suggestions as to where you could topically apply them. And so if we're talking about a young child or a baby or anyone for that matter that you have a concern about, then dilute. You pick your carrier oil of choice and absolutely dilute the oils. But I'm going to suggest that instead of directly applying to the chest, because I know that's like our number one go-to location, it seems like when we mention respiratory supports, I'm going to give you guys some suggestions based on what we've had overwhelming success with. And first of all, that is the lower back. I'm aware you can't really see me in this video. We're in a fifth wheel, guys. Okay, so the lower back side of the lungs, for some reason, that is a magical application spot for opening the airways. So remember that. Chest is okay. Young Living is awesome. It will still benefit you, but if you're really looking to open the airways, then the lower back side of the lungs is an excellent application spot. My second go-to spot, still the feet, always the feet. The feet are incredible. They are magic windows to the entire body. So we'll typically apply respiratory support oils along the bottom soles of the feet, just anywhere and everywhere. And then as well as that ridge where the tops of the toes come in and meet up to the foot. Tops of the toes where they come in and meet up at the foot. It's an excellent respiratory support location. So all the oils that I'm mentioning, you can apply topically, you can diffuse, you can rest in confidence that your family is going to be safe with them. So I assume you're probably a bit familiar with Raven and RC, very rightfully so. They receive a tremendous amount of acclaim amongst Young Living members because they are really, really good respiratory support oils. But I'm going to mention a couple other things. Eucalyptus globulus, as well as Eucalyptus radiata. So both of these are just different varieties of eucalyptus. Both of them I find incredibly beneficial. I always keep them both on hand. And even though they're in some of our more popular respiratory support blends, I still find it incredibly helpful to layer them with other single essential oils from Young Living. So two that probably they're not flashy oils. They're herbaceous oils, and so they don't get nearly as much credit probably as they are due. That's rosemary and then thyme. So I really used rosemary and thyme a tremendous amount when my third child was born. He was no, not October. I have an October baby. The third one was a November baby. And he did have a lot of respiratory concerns. He had a tremendous amount of support that he was in need of. And so rosemary and thyme were very gentle oils that I could use and have confidence in applying to him from a very early age. I'm going to go ahead and suggest that if you have done your research and you know that in times that maybe your body has struggled more to rebound and get back above the wellness line, that when you would typically use oregano in an adult, keep thyme in mind for really small children, because thyme has proven to have a lot of those same qualities that we love about oregano, but it's just simply not as hot. But again, excellent for respiratory support. The next two I'm going to mention are my all-time favorites. If you're in my team education group, then you know these are the two oils that you hear about frequently when we talk respiratory support. The first of which is myrtle, if I can turn it the right way. Myrtle. You guys, myrtle is spectacular. If you don't own it, you need to own myrtle. And then the other is evergreen essence. So evergreen essence was new to our family. Was that last fall when it launched again? Maybe first time? I don't know. Evergreen essence was new to us within the last year. I bought every bottle that I could get my hands on it for some reason. Truthfully, when I bought it, I did not even know why I felt so compelled to have that oil in our home. I did not even really truthfully know why I felt as though we needed it so much. But then I started learning about it, and you guys, you're going to race to the VO to add it to your cart, and you're going to be tempted to come back and say, Katie, I can't get my hands on that evergreen essence. You guys, it's coming. We don't know when exactly, but evergreen essence is coming. And so just keep in mind that when you see it return, it is absolutely something that you guys are going to want to have in your arsenal. I assure you that myself, as well as my husband's account, will be ordering the maximum amount of bottles that we can possibly get our hands on. So buy them, try them. I guarantee you're going to love them, and your family of all ages is going to benefit from each one of these respiratory supports. Let's get back to the rally. I hope that this has blessed you guys. Thank you.